Time now for the most motivational segment in all of sports. Also time where we read some viewer mail. Tons of mail this week, not just to my Instagram account, real letters. Here's one.
You don't even try anymore. You used to have an envelope. You used to open the envelope. There was a stamp you drew.
Yeah, I know.
Now, and then you stopped doing that, and it was on your script, and you would fold it like a letter.
But
now
at a
it's
certain
just
point, I'm like, why am I drawing a fake stamp upstairs?
because
On the third floor, I'm drawing a stamp. I would use 2 markers. I'm like, oh, I gotta look like American flag. So stupid. Dear Wildes, love the show. Thanks for the letter. Didn't love how Brew said he couldn't wink. Brew, you should have said, I can't wink yet. Don't give up. We believe in you. Sincerely, Ryan and Brian. Did you make any progress in trying to wink? Bro, it's the mouth. You don't need too much going on.
Well, I did get better as the show went on.
That's what I'm saying. If you just dedicated some time to it.
Is it that important that I got to learn how to wink?
I really like.
I got better
when Brew very earnestly said, "I'm good at a lot of things. Yeah. Winking ain't one of them." I've come to terms with it. All right, go ahead. Sorry. As you were.
There's a theory out there.
What's that?
Really?
Yeah, there's theory online. There's a theory online that you can wink. That you can wink, and this whole thing you're setting up for like a Week 16 Ravens win.
The ultimate misdirection.
That you turn to the camera, wink perfectly. You wink like you're Cary Grant or something.
The ultimate misdirection, as you said. Were you guys taught how to wink?
No.
You just naturally know how to do it, right?
I know.
Somebody taught you?
What? I don't know. I feel like
something like debonair grandfather.
No. I feel like I taught Deanna, my youngest,
to wink. Just
I would wink at her,
eye.
and she would be like, "I can't." When she was a little girl, and I would, I think I taught her how to wink.
So you could teach me how to wink.
I would love to, bro.
Johanna, you have a whole social series.
All right, here we go. Number 3 on the buzz list this week, Anthony Edwards. All right. Now, look, Ant, you are fighting valiantly through 2 knee injuries, all right? So we nothing but love and respect for you. This is not at all an indictment, you being on this week's Bud list. And your starting backcourt mate, Dante DiVincenzo, is out for the series with injury. So we could argue that this series, I know you guys want to win. Obviously, you've been to the last 2 conference finals. There's a lot of evidence that you're playing with house money.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're the banged up team. You're the 6th seed. San Antonio's the 2nd seed. So that, you got house money. This is all motivation for you because what is out there? I know you have said you don't want to be the face of the league, but that is the opportunity that is staring you right in the face. You have already taken out a giant in beating Nikola Jokic in the first round. You have a chance to take out, no pun intended, another giant in Wemby in this round. If you were to do that and then take out the defending champion Giants OKC in the next round, I know I'm going long term, and then win the championship at 24 years of age, you would become the NBA's darling. Right now, you would be the face of the league. You have the charisma, you have the personality, you have the spectacular game. Endorsements? Oh my gosh, all over the place. Movies? I watched you steal the show in Hustle, which was a great movie. Adam Sandler was in that movie.
Yes.
And you were fantastic. Maybe stole the show. So that is all waiting for you if you can find a way to win this series. And if you win this series, why can't you beat OKC? If you beat OKC, why can't you beat whoever represents the East? And the good thing, Nick, for him, again, you're doing it in a non-pressure situation. If you guys lose this series, nobody's going to be criticizing Anthony Edwards. So I don't think you're going to win this series, but I do believe in you.
I think it would be the hardest run to a finals ever.
I mean, it's up
Going
there.
through the guy who people call the best player in the world, a 60-win Spurs team, the defending champ juggernaut Thunder, and the two-time MVP without another superstar teammate. I think it would be.
And let's just keep it. Wemby obviously is young. We'll see, but two already guys that are all-time greats, and Shea and Jokic, and then one everybody projects to be. So, yeah, it would be fantastic. All right, at number 2, Austin Reaves. All right, Austin, you are a fantastic rags to riches story. Undrafted. First 2 years in the league, only started 41 games. Now you are a 23.5 assist, all-star caliber player. So congratulations to you. Again, nothing but respect for what you've done. But this summer, you're going to be a free agent. We all expect you to opt out of your contract. Be a free agent, and the question will be, how much money do you get? Are you a max guy? If you're not a max guy, how much should we get? Should you be close to the max? And then, whenever LeBron leaves the Lakers via retirement or just goes to another team, can you be the second guy on a championship level team? These are all questions out there that you can answer in this series, or at least, I think you can answer them in this series, even if you lose, which everybody's expecting. OKC, if you can't play better against OKC, then I think all 3 of those questions are very much in jeopardy. A lot of people are going to say not a max guy. A lot of people are going to say can't be the second guy on the championship team. And so there's a lot at stake for you beyond just winning this series for the Lakers. You have been handcuffed by OKC. You played them 4 times this year. You averaged 13 points, 4.5 turnovers on very inefficient shooting, 17% from 3. So nobody's expecting you to win this series. Nobody's going to kill you individually if you don't. But you do need to play better individually to secure what is going to be a big offseason for you. Austin, I think you're a very good player. I'm waiting to see what you do against the Thunder. All right, at number 1, Donovan Mitchell. Now, look, Donovan, I'm a historian of the game.
Everybody knows it.
I don't kill a 6'2" guard for not leading teams to championships. All right? There have been 3 in the history of the NBA who have done it. Gus Williams for Seattle in 1979, and it's arguable, was he the best player?
Correct.
You had Dennis Johnson, you had some other really good players. Isaiah Thomas, of course, to 2 championships, and then Steph Curry. That's it. And Steph is 6'3", but that's it for small guards. Even in this era of parity, where we haven't had a repeat champion in 7 years, it hasn't been guards other than Steph leading, or small guards leading teams to championships. So I don't kill you for that. The thing is with you, you haven't even gotten to a conference final. And then the thing is, this year, when the Eastern Conference is open, right? Detroit has 1 score. The Knicks looking really good, but, they're not a world beater, at least not at this point. They don't look like it. And then the Sixers are all banged up and have no depth. Boston's out. Indiana's injured and out. Like, this is an open East for you with James Harden, with Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, who's a very good player, to get to at least the conference finals, if not the finals. And what are you doing? Having the worst playoffs of your career. Now, it's not horrible. You're still over 20 points a game. But for you, you've been a little down the last 6 games, 20 points a game, not as efficient as usual, and not carrying your team. So the question is, if you guys lose this series, will you be in Cleveland next year? Will they look to move on? Will they feel like you can't carry them to the next level? So there's a lot on the line for you, Donovan. You've been a great playoff performer throughout your career, so I do believe in you, but you got to start playing better if the Cavs are going to have any chance to beat Detroit. And it's on you. It's not Harden expected to carry them, not Mobley or Allen. You are expected to carry the Cavs.
Great Bud list. Mangini texted me that he loved it, and it's always a pleasure to get such a great segment.
Great to hear, Coach.
Do you want to jump right into the sports media ombudsman, or do you like to comment on the Bud list?
No, I get the comment I had was on Ant and the.
Yeah.
I do
It
think
would be an
I don't think it would be the hardest path to a championship ever, just because that's weighed so heavily by who you play in the finals and the finals opponent. But I don't think you would have a harder path to the finals than Joker, Wemby, Shea, to a 60-win
you
team,
are
a
a
67-win team, a Nuggets
With the
team.
injuries
Yeah,
you have.
all of it, all time.
All right.
Go ahead, though.
4:14. It's time now for the sports media ombudsman. Get another bite at the sports media ombudsman apple.
Indeed it is. So, Hubs, can we just throw up the picture that I'm putting on the sports media ombudsman before we put up the bar? The picture I'm putting on the sports media ombudsman is me as a
Classic.
clown.
Wow.
Because this is a lesson for one Draymond Green. Which is, I don't know about new media, but one of the secrets to old media is being able to laugh at yourself. A little bit about me if you didn't know it. Kind of annoying voice, bags under my eyes at all times, absurd nose, greasy hair, didn't play sports past high school. I've done pretty well. You know one of the reasons? Are the takes good? I think so. Strong opinion? Sure. But you know what I'm not afraid to do? Get it the way I give it. If I'm going to fire hot takes when I'm ensconced in flames, I got to laugh at myself. I got to be okay with being sometimes laughing at Brew in the hospital bed, and sometimes I'm in the hospital bed. And for 5 years, what is, in my opinion, alongside, well, just one of the 3 greatest shows in the history of sports television inside the NBA, has been grooming Draymond Green to take over for maybe the greatest sports television personality ever, Charles Barkley. And somehow in those 5 years, Draymond has not realized, you know what Barkley's secret sauce is? Laughing at himself. That Kenny and even Ernie and certainly Shaq are going to make fun of him, and Charles is going to sit there and belly laugh about it. He can talk about the lovely ladies of San Antonio or other NBA players or whatever he wants, and people aren't bothered by it because when people talk about him, he sits there and takes it. Draymond doesn't appear to have that gear. And while that can work just fine in solo new media podcasts, down the barrel of the camera, this guy sucks, his career was no good, Austin Rivers, whoever heard of you, all that, on what they're trying to help your post-career be one of the faces of one of the best shows ever, you gotta be okay sometimes being on the wrong end of that stick. Yesterday was a pretty good example to me. He just might not have that gear in him. So my free television advice to Draymond Green, it's okay, man, to sometimes laugh with everybody laughing at you. It makes you more relatable. It makes you more likable. And most importantly, it doesn't make the audience go, oh, gosh, it's over. You don't want that. That's a bad one. When the audience is like, I got to stop the clip. Oh, no. Just a thought. Friend to friend, clutch client to clutch client. Doing it however I can.
No, that's good advice.
Yep.
That is good advice because the tension was palpable.
The tension was
it was
palpable.
Like, you know, and so, yeah.
Bonus take.
Wow, bonus take on the Bud list?
Quickly. Just quickly, because I got a little sports media ombudsman.
I can't
myself.
wait to see this.
Andre Drummond. Never do that again.
He doesn't have to redeem himself. Maybe he should practice it. And then next game, that happens.
If you refuse to give up the mop. You hold on to that mop unless a teammate who's taller than you comes over. If Kat wants to come over and help, look how fired up Chalamet is. If Kat wants to come over and help, fine. But you cannot, Kat can get his own mop. But you cannot give up the mop. Since that happened, they were outscored 37-28, lost the game.
You actually think that cost them the game?
Can I tell you?
Didn't help. Didn't win them the game, 37-28.
KW thinks it's the equivalent. You're at some big gathering, bunch of people with your girlfriend. Oddly, for some reason, her ex-boyfriend happens to be there as well. And you can't get the jar of pickles open.
You just can't.
And he comes over and is like, let me do that for you.
Some huge gathering.
That's a bad look. That would be a bad look.
Huge gathering.
You got to be like, look, dude, no, I got this.
So I'm going to dip my toe into the sports media ombudsman world.
Thank God. I've been so alone.
I don't really do this too much.
You've been talking.
And I said that Brew will love this take. Jaylen Brown's media strategy under duress. The more important thing you have to say, the more care you should take in presenting it. It's a little bit of the medium is the message, an old Marshall McLuhan, I guess it was a hot take back then. So if you want to just have fun, you can go on Twitch. You want to go, IG Live or YouTube Live, want to go explore a haunted house or something? Yeah, let's go on IG Live and see if there's a ghost there. Hey, they're having a blast. If you're trying to have basically your exit interview with NBA fans and you're eligible for an extension, just going on Twitch with sunglasses on is not the absolute best look. Wow. If it's important, writers would love the opportunity to tell your story. Or you could even do a sit-down TV interview, but even those don't work sometimes. LeBron had something very important to do, to announce that he's leaving Cleveland and going to Miami, and it didn't go so great. Yeah. He said, I'm taking it became a meme, and then he did another kind of live thing and said that he was going to win 7, 8, 9, I don't know how many championships he's going to win. That didn't work either. So when it was time to go back to Cleveland, he said, you know what I'm doing? Old school, print media, Sports Illustrated, Lee Jenkins. This is how it was announced. And the issue with Jaylen, he felt frustrated that he had to go back on the stream and said, I feel frustrated that Brad had to address this because his words were taken out of context. Man, you did 2 hours. Like, you can't give the other media that many opportunities to grab from 2 hours. When we take pictures, for example, we'll take 200 pictures. We don't put them all out there, just pick what you want. We're like, here's the picture of Kevin Wildes. That's it. Quickly, back to LeBron's thing. I looked it up. I'm like, well, Lee Jenkins is a great writer, and it's kind of a legendary article at this point. How good was this article? Let me just read you the lead of LeBron going back to Cleveland. This is the lead. Before anyone ever cared where I would play basketball, I was a kid from Northeast Ohio. It's where I walked. It's where I ran. It's where I cried. It's where I bled. Hello! I'm like, that's pretty good. So I think if you call Lee Jenkins and say, you know what, Lee? The concept of this is, even though we lost in the first round, blew a 3-1 lead, this was actually my favorite year because I was able to see Jason battle back, and I was able to see Peyton Pritchard and Baylor Shireman make a league, and Derek had a leadership role, and I had a leadership role. That would have been presented perfectly on a platter. And it makes me think, Brew, you know what we miss? Spending some time as a magazine writer with some subject, which I know you're an expert at. This is why I said you would love this edition of the Bud
You
List.
think that lead was better than Jaylen's? What's up, chat?
I understand there's a back and forth to it, but if it means something to him, there's professionals out there that would craft your message perfectly. Drake May on Mike Vrabel, buckle up.
It lived up to your hoopla.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.